Taking your designs from handmade to completely professional can be as easy as adding an outline to your text. I'm going to show you 5 different ways, super simple, to elevate your designs in this video. Hi, I'm Brenda Lambert. I'm a TJC licensed instructor for Silhouette. You found your way to Silhouette success. There's a lot to learn, so let's get started. To create an outline around your text in Silhouette Studio, you want to open up your offset panel, select your text, and click on offset. Now, this top one here is a nice script font and it's kind of thin and flowy. So for this, I would go with a thinner offset and you can adjust your distance here. Let's just bring that down a little bit closer to the actual letters. We can click on apply. You'll notice that there are 2 different sections to this outline. We can right click and group those together so they don't get bumped out of place. And we can then change the outline color so that the actual text pops. Now, for this one, we used the rounded corners, but when we go down to a blockier font like this Meta Courage, you're going to, again, want to do the offset. And on the blockier letters, I do like it to be just a little bit thicker, but the O and the U are almost touching there. So let's bring it down one more. That looks better. But we also want to switch over to the squared corners instead of the rounder corners. And that's going to keep all of your edges sharp. We can click on apply and again, group them together so they don't move around on us and fill that in with color. Now, if you want a chunkier outline for your block letters, but you don't really want them to touch in between the letters, you can open up your textile panel and increase the character spacing by a couple of clicks. That's going to give you more room inside each letter, and therefore you can put in a larger offset. You do want to keep the corners squared. Click on apply, group, and fill with color. That gives you 3 completely different looks just with the offset panel. Now let's move away from creating outlines and move on to creating shadows. I do like a blockier font with my shadow, so I'm going to choose Meta Courage again, and I'm going to make it just a little bit larger. Most people would head straight to the offset panel for this, but if you create an offset, it's going to be larger than your base, and you don't want that. Instead, let's select our text and duplicate that. Now we're going to select the original, or the layer that is behind this one, and set it to a darker color. Now, right away, that looks pretty cool, but I like it a little bit better when you bring it down and to the right just a bit, and you can adjust how far you want it to stick out, and that creates the perfect shadow. Now, if you want to cut this out of vinyl, I highly suggest that you grab both pieces and duplicate. We can open up our modify panel and use subtract all. Now, I say to duplicate because sometimes we hit the wrong button over in the modify panel and then we have to start over. It's easier if you just have a copy just in case. Now let's take a look at the difference here. This is the original. Both of these are exactly the same, just one is in a different color, and we stack them to give the shadowed effect. But if you were to cut this out of adhesive vinyl, the top layer would be partially on the bottom layer, partially off, and you would notice the bottom layer. There would be lumps and bumps all through here, and you just would not have a smooth application. Now, if we take the top layer here and pull that down, you'll notice that this has been cut out of the bottom layer, and you'll be able to line them up once your vinyl is cut So the shadow kind of goes around the main layer and you don't have any of the vinyl overlapping. It's going to give you a much smoother application. You can also get a smooth layered decal without all of these bits and pieces by welding these two together. Again, we're going to select both of these and duplicate so that if anything goes wrong, we have our copy over here. Let's select both of these, right click, and instead of using subtract all, we're going to simply weld these together. We can right click and group so nothing gets bumped out of place, and you will see that there are the offset lines here, and that's going to give us our layered look. Let's set this layer to black for now. We're going to borrow this top layer, just bring it over and get it lined up. And there are two different ways to get the same effect. Now, if you need a little bit of help in layering your vinyl once it's cut out, you're going to want to check out the Secret to Perfect Layering in Silhouette Studio. That's the last video that I put out. And that's going to give you some tips and tricks to make sure that everything stays aligned. Okay, for outline, we use the offset. For the shadow, we just duplicated it because we wanted it to be the same size. Let's clean up our workspace here for just a second. And we're going to combine both of these techniques to create a multi-layered shadow that will give you a retro look. Of course, for a retro design, we need a retro font and maybe some retro colors. Now we can go ahead and apply our offset, and I like a nice chunky offset when I'm doing the retro designs, kind of a bubble effect. And we can bump this up a little bit, but you can see that it's starting to get a little bit large here, and this is still not connected. So let's cancel that, right click on the text and ungroup. Now we can bring all of the word layers closer to retro a little bit, and that's going to make sure that the offset connects all of the letters. But now since we have ungrouped these letters, it may cause issues when we go to cut because the E overlaps the T overlaps the R, and so on. So we can select all of our letters, right click and weld, and that's going to ensure a nice smooth cut. We still have several bounding boxes here. Not everything is connected. So let's right click and group. And now we're ready to create our first offset layer. Again, I do like it big and bubbly, and now it is connected. So we can click on apply. But you'll notice there's this cutout here and this little dot here. We don't necessarily want that. The offset is selected. Let's right click and release the compound path. Now every part of the offset is selected. If we hold down our shift key, we can unselect the main part of the outline. Then just these two extra pieces are selected. We can click on this X here and get rid of them. Now we have the perfect first outline. Let's fill that in with this dark green color. I'm going to bring it down and to the right. I do want to add another layer, but I don't want it any larger than this. So let's duplicate, right click, and send that to the back. Of course, we need to switch up our colors. Let's go with this funky orange, and we can set that in place as well. And we can modify these layers the same way we modified the layers for the shadows. If you're doing more than one offset, I do recommend just welding so you get a solid base. So let's set this up here and duplicate. We can bring this down. We will need our text to go on top. Let's select these and duplicate again. We're going to need the green layer just as it is, so we can delete that, and now we can take these two, right click and weld. So now we have our back layer that is solid. Our green layer can slide right in there, and then our text, let's bring that to the front, and that will set right in there as well. Now let's look at combining images with texts. I brought in this image and I typed out not a hugger and I switched it over to the same color as the outline so that everything will match. Now, if I pull this up here, right where I want it, you can see that it kind of just disappears and looks kind of a mess. Now we can take our text and add an offset. Let's increase it to right around 0.40. I think that looks good. Click apply. There are several parts to the offset, so we can right click and group it all together. Nothing's going to get bumped out of place that way. Now we can fill that in with white, and you'll see how much more that text stands out against the graphic. We can right click and group that together, and that would be ready just like that for a print and cut. Or if you want to cut all of this out of vinyl, you would need to go through and trace all of the separate layers and then subtract the offset from the layers. Now we are going to move on to our last trick of the day. We are going to use the internal offset to create a hollowed out font, kind of a varsity font. Let's pick Meta Courage for this one. It's nice and chunky. And I'm going to enlarge that so we can see it better. This one is super simple. You want to select your text, open up your offset panel, and this time we're going to choose internal offset. It came in at 0.070. I want to bump that up just a little bit so it's a little thinner. Let's go with 0.060. And you'll notice when you're doing the internal offset, you only have the option of squared corners. Round corners is not available when you're using the internal offset. We're going to click on apply, right click and group all of those together. Now we're going to select the letters and the internal offset, right click and make a compound path. That gives you just the outline of the letters. Again, it is a varsity look, very simple technique. Since we're playing around with text today and have mastered outlining the text, you can check out Design Deconstructed. It's a workbook that I have put together. Among other things, it does cover text effects like warping, filling, stacking, curving, and even the knockout method. You can find Design Deconstructed over on my website, and I'll put a link in the description. Go create something amazing, and I'll see you in the next video.